Kicked out of a luxury car dealership for refusing to remove his signature red tie, Donald Trump's response wasn't anger. It was a movement that took the world by storm. The gleaming glass doors of Luxe Motors swung open as Donald Trump, the former president and a symbol of controversy, stepped inside. His presence immediately magnetized the attention of everyone within the expansive showroom. His tall frame, exuding the confidence of a seasoned leader, was accentuated by the striking red tie that had become his unmistakable trademark. The air inside was thick with the scent of new leather, mingled with the undertones of high-end cologne. The showroom lit to perfection to showcase the gleaming array of luxury vehicles. To most, these were simply cars, but to Trump, they were symbols of success, each with its own narrative of triumph. He walked with purpose, his gaze sweeping over the cars until his eyes landed on a sleek black sports car, its design whispering promises of speed and luxury. "Excuse me," Trump said, his voice resonant and demanding as he pointed at the car. A salesman, who had been eyeing the new arrival with a mix of awe and apprehension, approached. His smile was professional but cautious. "How may I assist you, Mr. Trump?" he inquired, his tone hinting at the underlying tension. "I'm interested in this one," Trump replied, his voice carrying a hint of impatience. "Details, specs, I want it all." Before the salesman could respond, the showroom manager emerged from the back, his face stern. He took one look at Trump's flamboyant tie, and his demeanor hardened. "Sir, we have a dress code here at Luxe Motors," the manager stated, his voice devoid of warmth. "We'd appreciate it if you could remove that tie." Trump, known for his flamboyance and never one to back down from a challenge, adjusted his tie with deliberate slowness. "This tie? This is part of who I am. I'm here to buy, not to conform to your dress code." The manager's eyes narrowed. "Then I must ask you to leave," he said, his voice rising, drawing the attention of every customer in the showroom. A tense silence fell over the space, the air charged with the moment's gravity. Trump, unfazed by the confrontation, maintained his composure. "I'm a customer looking to spend a significant amount of money here. Is this how you treat all your clients?" His words echoed through the room, the challenge clear. "We reserve the right to refuse service," the manager retorted, his stance unyielding. "This is a place of refinement, not a political stage." Trump's jaw set, but his response was calm. "Understood," he said, his voice carrying the weight of his experience. He turned and walked out, the doors closing behind him with a soft click that seemed to punctuate his departure. Outside, under the crisp afternoon light, Trump pulled out his phone, his mind already formulating his next move. He dialed his team, his voice low but firm, explaining the incident. Within minutes, his social media was alight with the story, a video from an onlooker capturing the entire exchange going viral. The narrative shifted rapidly. Hashtags like #Tiegate and #Respect the Customer began trending. Trump wasn't just any customer. He was a former president, a businessman, a figure whose actions could sway public opinion. His post was simple yet potent. "Respect is not about the tie you wear, but the person you are. Luxe Motors." By the next morning, the story had exploded across media platforms, drawing comments from all sides. Critics of Trump saw it as typical drama, while supporters rallied around him, seeing it as another example of disdain for his persona. Luxury car blogs, business news, and even entertainment shows picked up the story, with headlines ranging from "Trump kicked out over tie" to "Ex-President challenges luxury car norms." Luxe Motors faced an immediate backlash. Their customer service lines were overwhelmed, their social media inundated with negative feedback. An apology was hastily issued, but the damage was done. The dealership's reputation took a massive hit, with customers sharing their own stories of feeling unfairly judged or mistreated at the hands of overly strict policies. Meanwhile, Trump was already planning his next move, not just to get his car, but to make a statement. He contacted a rival luxury brand, Elite Autos, known for their progressive customer policies. They welcomed him with open arms, seeing an opportunity not just for sales, but for a statement of inclusivity. The reception at Elite Autos was the opposite of Luxe Motors: warm, respectful, and eager. Trump chose his car, a model that matched his flair for the dramatic, and proposed a new campaign: Respect all walks. The campaign was launched with Trump at the helm, using the incident as a catalyst for a broader discussion on respect in customer service across all industries. Respect isn't dictated by attire or status, it's about human dignity, Trump proclaimed at the launch. The campaign quickly gained traction, with businesses across the country reevaluating their policies and respect all walks becoming a symbol of change in corporate culture. But Trump's involvement didn't stop at the campaign launch. He became a frequent guest speaker at business forums and conventions, discussing the importance of respect in the marketplace. His narrative evolved from a personal slight into a cultural touchstone, challenging norms and evoking curiosity about where respect truly lies in modern society. As weeks turned into months, the ripple effects of the incident were felt far beyond the automotive industry. Schools and universities began incorporating Respect All Walks into their diversity and ethics courses. Celebrities and influencers from various sectors endorsed the campaign, sharing personal stories of times they felt disrespected due to superficial judgments. Trump, leveraging his media savvy, continued to push the narrative. He penned op-eds, gave interviews, and even appeared in a documentary titled The Tie That Binds, which explored how symbols can become battlegrounds for larger societal issues like respect, judgment, and personal freedom. The documentary featured interviews with people from all walks of life, from fashion designers discussing the power of personal style to customers who had faced discrimination in various contexts. It highlighted how such instances are not isolated, but reflect deeper societal issues. Luxe Motors, in the wake of this cultural shift, underwent a significant overhaul. The management changed, new policies were enacted, and they became one of the first to publicly support the Respect All Walks initiative, turning their previous misstep into a lesson in corporate humility and growth. Trump's red tie became more than just an item of clothing. It was a symbol of resilience against discrimination, a reminder that respect should be universal, not conditional. His story wasn't just about a car or a campaign. It was about igniting a conversation that resonated with millions, urging everyone to look beyond appearances and to value the person within. In the aftermath, Trump decided to take his influence further. He established the Dignity in Commerce Foundation, aimed at supporting businesses that adopted inclusive practices and provided training for employees on cultural sensitivity and respect. This foundation not only offered grants, but also created a seal of approval for businesses that met certain criteria of respect and inclusivity, which became a coveted emblem in the business community. The foundation's first significant project was a series of symposia across major cities in the U.S., where leaders from various industries gathered to discuss and implement strategies for fostering respect. These events were not just about policy, but also about storytelling, where participants shared personal experiences of respect or lack thereof, reinforcing the human element of business interactions. Trump also used his platform to influence policy at a legislative level. He lobbied for amendments to consumer protection laws, advocating for clauses that would mandate businesses to treat all customers with respect, regardless of personal style, political affiliation, or any other superficial attribute. This legislative push gained bipartisan support, highlighting a rare moment of unity in politics around the principle of respect. The cultural impact was palpable. Respect All Walks merchandise, from t-shirts to coffee mugs, became ubiquitous, not just as a symbol of support for Trump's initiative, but as a broader statement against judgmentalism. Art installations in major cities featured large-scale representations of red ties, symbolizing the fight against discrimination in everyday life. As the years passed, the narrative around Trump's red tie changed from one of controversy to one of cultural significance. It was featured in museum exhibits on modern Americana, discussed in classes on social movements, and even inspired a line of fashion accessories meant to convey messages of personal freedom and identity. The story of Trump's red tie became a case study in business schools, used to illustrate how a seemingly minor incident can lead to profound changes in corporate culture and societal norms. It was a reminder that individual actions, even those as simple as choosing what to wear, could challenge and reshape societal expectations around respect and dignity. In the end, what started as a simple transaction at a car dealership transformed into a widespread movement. redefining how businesses engage with their clientele and how society views symbols of identity. The legacy of Trump's red tie would be remembered not just for its color, but for the dialogue it sparked about respect and dignity in the modern world, ensuring that the conversation about respect would continue to evolve and resonate for generations to come.